I still think that's lame. It is lame. It's too small. You know, I've done nothing all day. Contemplated and thought and talked to my man, Tom's Wonderful World. It's a whole 53 fucking degrees in here. Hot diggity. It is 5:23. It is 27 degrees outside. Probably been here, I don't know, 3 hours. Something gotta change. I don't know what. Trying not to jump the gun. Either this is gonna disappear or it's gonna be modified to hell. One thing I do know, this shit, I'll show you a little something. They say it'll put out that much heat per hour. 30,000 BTU, 10,000 BTU. Yeah, maybe right there, but not over here. So, just been chilling. This is what I think of their test and everything they've done. That's what I think of their fucking, their philosophy. What am I gonna do? Could sell it. Take some loss. Get a bigger one, because it is small. I didn't realize it at the time, but it is. It's what I'm learning. Even though they say, oh, the information's in there, which don't mean nothing. It's 2,200 square feet. Well, I'm sorry, I pushed the button by accident. My wood burner is 24 wide. We're 18 deep. And it is, what we got? 18 tall. It's not big enough. I want a forced air. And Velvet Hammer, I'm sorry, I thought you was putting a wood burner in there. You was doing a furnace type, which I think you're gonna be fucking fine, bruh. But anyway, the peel coat. Okay. I don't know what is up with this peel coat, because I can see that's 12 mils and it still chips. The peel coat that I had seen the cleanup crew guys do, it just peeled off really nice. Not like this. Do I think the weather affects this? Nah, not really. I really don't believe that. Could be wrong. Been wrong many times in my lifetime. I don't know who it was, but there's a gentleman that showed me a barrel heater. Basically on the same lines as Milo was telling me. You have a heat exchanger up above. What this gentleman did is he took a barrel heater and it was really tall. It's probably about twice as tall as this. Probably come up to the top of the diamond plate. And he had holes through it, 2-inch holes. Standard tin pipe. I don't know what thickness of gauge that is, but he put a bunch of holes running from the back to the front. Then he enclosed it with a squirrel cage, and he blows heat through it like a conventional house. You ever look at my natural gas? You have tubes that the heat is intense inside the tubes, and then squirrel cage blows the heat off the tubes. What this gentleman did is the heat would encapsulate the tube, and then the fan and squirrel cage would be all enclosed in the back and blow heat through the tubes. On top, they have a bunch of holes about right there. It looks like a shotgun, and I like it. I like forced air. I don't like radiant heat, gravity heat. Fuck that heat. I want it to be, you know, it will be, I had it up higher, but I'm just so discouraged because you see there's no wood in it because they're getting ready to load it. I want it to be warm there. From that point, so this is 30 wide, 20 long, whatever. From that point to this point, I want a lot of that heat over here. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I've seen people run a copper line around the wood stack and then run it to a car radiator with fans off it, antifreeze in it. I've seen people take a conventional hood oven and put it on top and run ductwork off it with a fan and blow it in another part of the garage or house. I haven't seen yet, but I want to see, is a motherfucker like me take a sledgehammer and beat this son of a bitch into the motherfucking ground. But I'm trying to have some restraint. You know, I could go get a bigger wood burner, but I don't see where this door opens. I don't really want it to protrude way out here. I don't want it to protrude in front of here. I got adequate room, but I just don't want that. So I'm thinking, I don't know, is this got to be like a double decker? That's what I'm thinking. Cut this motherfucker up and add on. Take this wood stove and make another cavity as high as that diamond plate. It'll give me double the capacity. And the first thing I'm going to do is take that fucking air vent off and I'm going to put it down here. You need, in my experience, you need air to go under the coals to get it to roll. Maybe I'm fucking lost, but you know, you sit here in Ski Town and you'd be freezing. Not freezing, but you know, that's right, vibrate. I don't. Don't know. Even tried this little rascal. I think it works. I need to get a heat gun to see what the fuck is up. Because there's a little bullshit blower, 100 CFMs. Because this is just kind of blowing up here and kind of floating, and this is kind of forcing across the top. Because this is, the heat is radiating off it, and you got to encapsulate it and blow it. In my opinion. More wood, more oxygen, more fire, more heat, more something. Because what I got here, like I said in yesterday's video, if I keep doing the same motherfucking thing, I'm going to get the same results, and I don't like it. Now I'm thinking copper is a very good insulating too. Thinking if I run a double stack, not a double stack, I'm sorry, put a modify, which is a lot of work, a wood burner on top of this motherfucker. And put some shotgun tubes with it encased in a squirrel fan. That because it's easier in my situation to go up. Don't want to go out, don't want to go in front of the door, don't want to go there. I see these ones where they have a wood burner like this, and then they step way out. You can put like a 4-foot log in this rascal. Yeah, well, you know, that's beautiful. It's going to be out here. I wouldn't even be able to carry my wood in with the garbage can. Tell you the truth. Show you what I mean. That's the door wide open. And that garbage can is what I put my wood in. Keep it dry so I can roll it up in here. I'm not trying to carry one piece at a time because you know what? I've already figured out wood. It's free. Not really, man. By the time you get a wood splitter and a chainsaw and your time, you have to touch each piece of wood 5 times before it hits the fucking wood burner. I like a wood burner, but I don't like that it don't produce the heat that I want. It's a learning curve. A learning curve. I was gonna come out here and cut this motherfucker up. And then Tom's Wonderful World got me start looking at other wood burners. Then I gotta sell this, and then I don't know. I'm gonna make a decision tomorrow. I'm trying to let this idea simmer like stew. But it sure is irritating me as time goes by because it feels like a wasted my day. That's the last rim out my Corvette. That's the only one that's any good. I'm gonna use that as a hose reel in my spray booth. Spray booth for about a week is on hold, and it's gonna suck because in order to cut this rascal up, that metal on the side is 8 gauge. I gotta go price some 8 gauge if I'm gonna go that route. Performer. I wish I would have known then what I know now. Bought this for $636 last March, thinking, yeah, 2,200 square feet. You know, I should have done some more research, my bust, of the size of the stove and got some information. The other people burn wood said, hey, is this going to be big enough? But no, I just assumed. And when you assume, sometimes you can fuck yourself. And I'm seeing that. So that's why I'm throwing this idea out there. I'm thinking, like I said, double stove this rascal and put tubes in it and have a squirrel cage push the heat through the tubes right out the front. What do you think? I don't know. Or I'm going to do like a wood burner insert where if this was the insert to a brick wood burner, what they do is they, like that shield, they would extend that all the way along the side of the sides of the wood burner and extend that all the way across the top and put a blower, squirrel cage blower, and blow that heat, drag that heat from the sides and the top, because that's where all the heat's coming from, but it's just kind of evaporating over in twilight zone, and I need it to go in a certain area. Really? Piece of property, got that. Piece of oneself, I don't know. Piece on earth, I wish. Bigger piece of the pie. Wish I had a bigger piece of the pie. Piece of action, sometimes. Piece of pussy when I want. Piece of corn dog, you can buy them at the store. And when the big dogs get all done eating, it's not all bad to be a big dog, because if I was a big dog, I just drag this bitch outside, take the sawed-off shotgun, shoot it a couple times, drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade, call the man, and have him drag over a wood burner furnace. You know, the big bitches, I think that's what Velvet Hammer got. Furnace. Blow that heat. Because this trickle heat effect, nah, man. Shoes shivering like dog shit and razor blades. Anyway, I think too many videos and too many days is too much shit. Enjoy your evening. Yeah, well, I contemplate on this rascal. Sure is pretty, but pretty don't keep you warm, I'm here to tell you. Pretty don't keep you warm. Yeah, I know this is just rigged up. Just some pieces of metal here and a metal here. In theory, this is what I'm thinking about. I guess it would be called a heat exchanger. Where that diamond, that piece of metal there is on the side. Basically, just cut it. Oh, about right where that lip is. Cut the top off. Raise that top up to the top of there. Move the stack up and everything. Make another box. Really won't be able to load a lot of wood in it, but heat rises. So this would be an enclosed box, and this front would be enclosed, but it would have tubes. You'd have tubes like this, going from the front to the back, and then have a squirrel cage, and it would be enclosed in the back. So it'd suck the heat off the back, suck the heat off the top. No, it wouldn't suck the heat off the top, but the heat would go right through the tubes. The tubes would be encapsulated right down in the fire, but it'd be up. It looks like a shotgun. If you look up barrel heater exchange on YouTube, which I know you guys don't care, I'll show you a picture of it, what my idea is. Do you think it'll work? I know it's a lot of work, but I just don't want to put a bigger wood burner in this thing. It just, if this area was bigger, I would. But it is what it is, what it's going to be tomorrow. I'll take a video of the dude's shotgun, what I call it, Shotgun Susie. There you go. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to wait another hour, see if the heat jumps up to the other side of the building. This is what I'm thinking of, option A. Now I was just thinking, I would say this is option B. I'm going to take this thing off right here. I'll be back in a minute and I'll proceed what I'm thinking about. First thing, use common sense and wear welding gloves. This is what it is. You got two slots, then you got this that slides back and forth, and this is a cover. That's all that is. Okay, I was just thinking, because I've been thinking all day. In theory, if I put another wood box on top of this and make my shotgun thing, I have to take this out. I gotta take all this out. I gotta stand them tubes back there. I gotta stand all that up. I gotta refabricate it. Then I was sitting here thinking, okay, from there, from that point to the roof of that is 5 inches. If I ran a couple tubes from the back to the front, encapsulated 2-inch, say 5 across here, they'd give my shotgun, they'd give my airflow through here. I'm not doing this because it's easier, but it's less hassle. Then cut the bottom of this out. Right here where that weld is, cut that out, leave the floor right there. Raise this whole thing up. Make another, so this would be up where this piece of thing is. So this would be a solid box, just square metal. That way, the heat exchangers still up on top. Just all move up, and then this door would be here, and I just throw wood down in there. That's kind of like a wood furnace thing. You don't necessarily down here seeing the fire. You just want to put a lot of wood in it. You could just, maybe I have to put another small door in here. I don't know. I'm thinking about taking this because I see where they have little vents right here. Take this, cut, once I build that solid box, put this at the bottom to get air to flow through, because the only way I can get it to go now, once it goes down, is I crack the door because it allows air to come in. You know, you gotta, am I wrong? Am I barking up the wrong tree? Because I'm trying to get as much information as I can right now before I start cutting this. I'm gonna go home and look at some more wood burners, trust me. I'm gonna. I'll try to wait a day. You know, the shoe's kind of hyper. He's a little intense. A little ADHD. Bipolar. Obsessive compulsive. Get the shit done. But I'm gonna be smart on this one. Try to be. Because I jumped and bought this wood burner too quick. I really hate non-productive days. It's what I feel I'm on this earth for, is to work, believe it or not. Do I get gratification, self-esteem from it? I don't know, I don't think so. This is all I got done today. Wow. Hook that up for my hose so when I sweep it out, it won't be laying on the floor. And wow. Turn the light on for you. I'll move over here. And place for everything, everything has a place. If you always put it back, when you walk in the door, you ain't gotta, does it lay on the floor in water or whatever. Anyway, welcome to the real world.